4 of the Cargill's International Women's Day Festival of the Changemakers, a collaboration between Tharu Vilas and our program Kaleidoscope with Savitri Rodrigo, we spoke with 3 young women who have not just disrupted mindset but entire paradigms, all with the underlying tenet of being socially responsible and environmentally conscious. Here are some excerpts of that discussion we titled The Disruptors, with founder of APE and co-founder of Colab, Himali De Silva, co-founder and MD of The Good Market, Achala Samaradivakara, and founder and CEO of Good Life X, Randula De Silva, on Selinco Life. Let's talk.
Did you have an aha moment when you thought, okay, I've just had enough, let me get on with it and change this?
When I see something that needs change, that is unsettling to me, I wouldn't just sit with it or let it sit. And there was a series of such very many things from the day I started my adult life at work to now that I've seen that could be better. And I think it's all of those nodes tied in together that created Good Life X. All these experiences of working with SMEs, working with entrepreneurs, working with innovators, working with amazing potential that Sri Lanka has, and yet how little we tap into these. So all this in combination were a series of ahas that really got me here.
Maybe sometimes communities are not really ready to supply to a proper supply chain. So then we were thinking like what to do. Then the kind of like aha moment came and we thought like, okay, why we can't start maybe something to connect these small scale people to a good kind of like a conscious people in maybe somewhere in Colombo.
For APE, it was actually with my friends when we realized that we have so much clothes and accessories, and what do we do with it? Where for Collab, it was with me and my business partner who's sitting here, Alison, where we realized that for other brands, like a lot of business owners have so much on their plate. They don't have the time to figure out how the algorithm's changing, how social media is changing, which platform is coming, what's trending. So you're like, why don't we help other business owners? Especially because during COVID, what our thinking is that either we all help each other to survive the next year or 2, or we're all going to fail. So it wasn't an individual aha moment, it was a collective aha moment that led to both the startups.
What are the characteristics of these women who have their own little businesses going? What do you think makes them those strong women that actually makes you get them on board and do stuff with them?
When it comes to women, they're always trying to share each other. They always talk each other because they never copy somebody else's things. They wanted to do something new and filling the ecosystem gaps. They're always coming up with creative ideas and they're trying to create a better world and better economy because they are mothers end of the day. They have a responsibility about their future generation and then the end of the day mother planet.
I don't like to see things in a gender lens, but I think the femininity and the masculinity in a business world, in the way we lead, it's apparent. We can't ignore it. And there's been enough and more instances where the collaborative nature, the transparent way of working has really helped when there is a woman in the room. Women are changing how decisions are being made in boardrooms and how we look at growing the pie and not really splitting the pie. So I think that shift of mindset or that paradigm shift really is now apparent more than ever before because there's a lot of women who are being heard and are stepping up to really change the game.
In the startup space, I do feel that women do have a little bit, and that could be cultural, we're a little bit more nurturing because we're put into the wife, mother, housekeeper role. So therefore, it's like watering a plant, right, or taking care of a plant. A woman, it just has that more nurturing quality. So for a startup, it's basically, it's not a sprint, it's a race. It's a marathon. So maybe having a female element does help in the startup space. I will say that. But I don't think it's our generation. I think the generation before us paved the way for us, and now we're really pushing that extra mile.
What do you say to young people who want to disrupt but hold themselves back?
Be fearless. Honestly, there's everything you define for yourself. No one else should. Get up and try, and if it fails, you get up the next day and you try again. That's the whole point of life.
Let's work together to make our country a better economical country and in a better country to people to proudly say it's Sri Lanka. It's a very good country. It's own kind of like our own, country, like not like a Singapore. It's a Sri Lanka.
And the trick in all of it is to just go ahead and do it. And more you fail, the better you'll feel. And it really is about how you receive your own failures and how you get back up. And believe it or not, people resonate, respect, and relate to people who fail and keep trying and become better.
Be fearless, be brave, and if you fall, simply pick yourself up and try again. Words to keep with you. Thank you to our disruptors. You've been watching Selingco Live. Let's talk.
With Selingco Life Pension Saver, Sri Lanka's premier retirement plan, start planning for your retirement today. Selingco Life, a relationship for life.